Hey, what's going on, guys? So, Road Atlanta, first try didn't go quite as planned. Got rained out most of the first day, and then just super packed run groups, and wasn't able to get any space to get a lap in. But actually turned out to be a really great weekend. My wife came out on the second day; she drove, and then my buddy Luke came out and was able to give him a ride on the track for the first time. All in all, really fun weekend. But didn't get the lap in, so we're gonna go back and try again with NASA doing time trials. So a lot easier to get a lap. But yeah, just kind of wanted to talk real quick about kind of something I've been seeing recently.
We need to talk about the elephant in the room.
People in HPD kind of signing up for advanced group. I don't know if they view it as like a badge of honor or something, or it's not really like a competition in HPD. You just kind of sign up for the group that you're comfortable with. And the whole point of advanced group, not to call this guy out in particular, but the whole point of advanced group is to be able to pass anywhere, sometimes with or without a point by. And yeah, if you're not comfortable with that, just sign up for the appropriate run group. It's a lot better experience, a lot safer for everybody, and yeah, everybody has a lot more fun. So that's kind of just my little HPD tip for the day. Just something I noticed out there. It's really just whatever you're comfortable with. Don't go sign up for advanced just because you think you need to, because it proves something or whatever. It's everybody's there just to have a good time. And yeah, just want to give a shout out. Hooked on Driving Mid-Atlantic does a really good job, because it's also kind of on the organizer to make sure everybody's in the correct run group and kind of police that. And yeah, those guys, I ran with them at VIR for that last test we did. And yeah, everything went super smooth, and they were kind of moving people around through the weekend as they saw fit, and making sure everybody had a really good and safe time. So shout out to them. Really cool when the organizer does a good job with that. But yeah, other than that, we'll get into the rest of the video and see how NASA went. Hey, what's going on, guys? So end of day one here at Road Atlanta, and also intro to the video. Did not have enough time to film all day. Just got busy and had tight turnarounds in between the sessions and whatnot. So yeah, I'm doing here's your intro, and yeah, give you a little quick rundown of the day and what all went on. Fighting alignment issues all day. Wasn't able to find a shop to fix it, so we're just kind of running what we brung. Steering wheel's a little bit off, and car's like super snappy and diabolical and whatnot. So nothing we can't handle. Just go ahead and give her the send. So yeah, kind of got dialed in first two sessions, and then third session went for it because we had pretty stable temperatures all day. So ended up running a 28.9 on the street tire. So yay, 28s.
Yeah.
Not overly thrilled with it. There's a ton of time left in the car, but yeah, just not feeling super confident in the setup right now. My buddy Kyle Carrick's out here, and Mark Goddard. They're both running super fast. So love to see it with those guys. They're two of my Mid-Atlantic boys. I'm a NASA Mid-Atlantic boy at heart.
No, take it back. Take it back.
That's where I did my first competition. So even though I live in the Southeast, sorry Southeast boys, I'm team NASA Mid-Atlantic. So, but yeah, got a ton of friends out here. So super fun to be back running NASA. We ended up winning our class for the day, and yeah, tomorrow we got a different tire and wheel setup to throw on that I'll talk about here in a second. That'll present its own challenges, but should pick us up some nice pace.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
And hopefully be able to go try for the track record.
You sure about that?
Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. Talk to you about those wheels in a sec, and yeah, see you tomorrow. You versus the guy she told you not to worry about. I got these beautiful 812 wheels F50s. They are 19 by 12 in the rear and 18 by 10.5 in the front. I cannot remember the offsets off the top of my head. And they were wrapped in Hoosier A7s, 315 in the back, 295 in the front. They are a hell of a lot wider in the front and a little bit wider in the rear. So we'll see how that affects balance. I'm a little bit nervous because the car is snappy as hell this weekend. It's been a pretty interesting drive. Definitely a handful. Not sure if the alignment's tweaked or what, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Other thing to note is that I have not run this tire setup ever on this car, so I have no idea what the brake markers and all that are going to be. So that'll be a huge huge improvement in the braking zones, should be, with the A7, but I'm going to have a interesting time gauging that going out this first session. We're trying to maximize the stickers, but at the same time, NASA has a rule that if you go 4 off, you forfeit the lap. So it's going to be kind of an interesting dynamic trying to, we're probably not going to be really able to maximize the tire, but yeah, find the lap time where we can find it safely and yeah, just go out there and see what it can do on this setup. They look freaking amazing. I went with the F50 because it kind of has that OEM plus look, and yeah, these stock wheels, I actually really like how they looked. They kind of give you that budget Temu Ferrari vibe, which I really dig.
More than you can afford, pal.
So yeah, went with these F50s, kind of a step up with the same kind of design cues. And a huge thank you to 812. Obviously, they hustled to get these out to me. I have a second set on the way, but they got these turned around in like a week and a half or something crazy, so that I could run them this weekend. And then always a huge thank you to LGR, Louis Gelati. He, you know, you guys know him from all the other Corvette stuff, and we're going to be working with him on this car. And yeah, he's always hooking it up. So big thank you to Lewis and the team for getting me these wheels, and Matt and all the guys at 812. Always love running their stuff. There's some other wheel brands out there that I managed to come back with egg-shaped wheels after maybe a single session, single weekend, single session, I don't know. But 812 always seems to last, and they're lightweight and they look great. So can't say enough positive things about those guys. Go get yourself a set, made in the USA, America. Hell yeah. We're out here. 6:47. We go on track at 8, or we're supposed to. I don't know how well you guys can see, but it is super foggy out. So yeah, it might end up screwing us a little bit, even if we do end up going out on time or a little bit delayed. Kind of feeling these like painted surfaces even out here on the access road. Little bit of moisture getting held by the pavement, and especially on the painted stuff. So might go out and scout it out on the outlap, and then if it's looking sketchy, I'll probably just bring it in, because I would normally go for it, but you really don't want to waste that first heat cycle on the A7s. So if it's looking like it's not going to be fast anyway, I'll probably just come in and then try to go out later. But we don't go out again until like after lunch, and it's going to heat up quite a bit today. So yeah, going to affect us a little bit, but hoping to still go for that 27. If I can get that, I'll be pretty happy. So yeah, we'll see what they decide as far as letting us go out, and go from there. All right, so update. As expected, it was kind of a crapshoot when we got down there. They were telling us that they were going to make a call, and then Road Atlanta just didn't make a decision, even though it was very clearly going to get delayed. So we all went down there, and we're kind of just waiting around on grid. And then they finally made the call for like an indefinite fog delay, and then just now they announced that we're going to go out at 12:30. So probably worked out for the best, because the fog was leaving like a nasty like moisture buildup on the curbs and stuff. So that wouldn't have been fun. I probably wasn't even gonna try to go set a lap, just maybe scout it out or whatever. So yeah, hopefully there's cars running now. You might be able to hear. Hopefully they go dry up the curbs and everything, and then we can go out and try to set a fast time. There'll be 2 sessions. Obviously the sticker session will be ideal, but I might go, set a safe lap, and then go back out and set a push lap, and then maybe try to pick up, even though the tire won't be quite as prime. But yeah, we'll see. Gonna go do it. Wish me luck, and talk to you guys after.
3 days later.
All right, so I'm back at my house because immediately following the last session on Sunday, we got off track at about 2 p.m. and my place, Big Burrito, closes at 3, so I had to hustle to get out of there. Didn't have time to take a video. I made it in time in case anybody was wondering, so we were good there. So yeah, the 2 sessions on Sunday didn't go quite what we were expecting. Actually went slower on the A7s, which is pretty funny.
No.
We were expecting to bolt those on and go faster. But with that being said, 2 years ago when my buddy Christian and I ran there, I was on a Nankang and he was on a Bridgestone RE71 RS for the first day. And then we both switched to A7s the second day. And neither of us picked up time. I think I actually went slower. So we kind of had this theory that A7s weren't, the most powerful out at Road Atlanta. And I think, pretty small sample size, but I think we confirmed it a little bit. I've run A7s there 3 times and haven't been blown away. Not quite like some other tracks like VIR, CMP. They're really powerful. CMP especially, it's worth like 3 seconds over a good 200. So yeah, that was interesting data. We went and did a 29.3 both sessions, so pretty consistent. I think I was getting a lot out of the car. There were some errors. One of the laps I think ended up being the second fastest lap. I gave up 4/10 in 7 throughout the back straight. So we could have at least matched our street tire time, but I wasn't going to improve on it very much. And then looking at the data from that, it seemed like it could be due to gear ratio. So it just made the gearing a little bit awkward in some corners, especially when you were going down a third. Third just became way too short. We were in a, area like in 10 AB where the car was like really wound out when you went down to third, but if you held fourth, you were just bogging and losing time. And then turn 1 became awkward because it was denying downshift into fourth until you were like really late in the corner, and then it would you would get kind of some weird snap rotation from that downshift in the wrong spot, or you were just getting denied, and then you'd be like 5th up the hill and you were losing time. So yeah, it just made gearing a little awkward, at least for this track. I think I might get a 1920 set made for or with 812, and then back to back the two sets, because we were on an 1819. So back to back those 2 sets with a similar tire. I don't think we're gonna be able to get the exact same tire on it, but 200 tread wear versus 200 tread wear. And then benchmark those back to back and see if there's really a big deal with the gearing, because the A7s were definitely picking up some time in some spots, but it wasn't enough to offset kind of the gearing issues we ran into. So next steps with the car, I think as far as baselining the car in stockish form, we kind of accomplished that. There was some time left on the table the last 2 events, Barber and Road Atlanta, but I think we got a pretty good read on it. So I was going to keep the car stock suspension this year potentially, but Louis Gelati hit me up and wants to throw Penske's on the car, so he said he's going to send me some of those, and can't say no to that.
I'd buy that for $1.
So next time we have the car out, it might have Penske's on it. Definitely gonna figure out adding power, because this past weekend we were down quite a bit on power or up on weight versus what we registered at. So yeah, adding power definitely would help. And then, you know, next with the plans next year, we're gonna need all the power we can get, which I'll talk about that maybe in a different video. But yeah, other than that, super happy with, you know, how this car's kind of exceeded my expectations by quite a lot. Always sucks when you can't go out and get a track record, but you know, that's the way it works sometimes. Like I said, we were I mean, I guess with no aero and stuff, we're definitely way under what's allowed in the class, but even as far as power to weight, we were, you know, borderline. I should have just taken off the stock aero and went TT3, but you know, I figured it would be easier and more fun to try to go after TT2. Definitely not soft records there, so it was going to be a tall order with what we had. But yeah, other than that, all the support you guys have given me so far with this series has been like way beyond what I was expecting. I just really, really appreciate it. So hopefully you guys find all this stuff interesting and keep following along. I got some other stuff I'm trying to work on with the Supra and maybe some other cool things, maybe street cars. Try to give you guys all the interesting stuff I can find, and then we're actually going out in 2 weeks to go drive the C7 at Coda. So stay tuned for that video. That's going to be pretty cool. Try to go do some spicy things there. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys then.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.